Welcome properly now, everyone, to our Sunday Soul Circle on Sunday, the 24th of May. Now, I was just saying to one of the beautiful participants a minute ago before we got going, or I was about to say, that if you find yourself here live today, if you find yourself listening to the recording on YouTube, know that your soul, not your brain, not your mind, but your deep level soul, answered a soul call. So if this is your first time with me, I want you to really pay attention to what comes up. If you've worked with me loads and loads, some of this work will be familiar, but I really want you to pay attention to how you feel during the sessions and journal afterwards, do anything you need to do afterwards. I put out a soul call for this today and I didn't advertise it very widely at all because I wanted to know that the people that showed up because they need the message that's contained in today's session. And I tuned into my own connection to the universe today to get a very strong visual that I'm going to plant in there for you. And it made me laugh because it was not at all what I was expecting. It was not like some transcendental image of us playing in another realm or anything like that. It was very mundane and down to earth, but I'll explain that later. So just take your hands to your heart and take a moment to breathe and acknowledge that if you're here, whether that's live or whether that's listening on the replay on YouTube, that you are here in this vibrational container that I will create for a very important reason. I just want to explain to you a little bit about how this is going to go down. So there's going to be a ceremonial opening. There will be a short period of movement while we tune in to our bodies and start to alter our consciousness. And then I want you to make sure that you've got really warm, cozy clothes, and if possible, have headphones that you can plug into your device, which will greatly improve the sound quality when we come into the sound section today. So if you need to, if you're watching on replay, Billy Big Balls, lucky you can press pause and go and get yourself some headphones. If you're watching live, go and find yourself some plug-in headphones now. And I'll just give everyone a moment to do that. And those of you still with me, come to lie on your backs and start to steady and connect with your breath. Don't feel you need to breathe deep and full, but breathe in a way that feels really soft and gentle in your body, because the goal here is to soothe and calm the nervous system, to start to shift you into a different state of awareness, a different state of vibrational awareness, and a different brain frequency. So the nervous system is definitely linked to what brainwave capacity we're in at the time. So as we start to deeply relax, our brainwaves start to get slower. And that's what we're looking to do here. So hopefully everybody has now found themselves headphones and warm blankets and things. And I ask you to trust the process. Trust that you came here today for a reason. The theme that we're working with today is empowered co-creation with the universe. Empowered co-creation with the universe. And we're all in very different places in our lives. We all have very different gifts. And I'm thinking of Louise with your amazing talent with animals and healing as a healer. and yet somebody who's very scientifically based. I'm thinking of Rach, who I hope doesn't mind me saying is a lawyer and a yoga teacher and a mother. Thinking of Josie on her journey to become a yoga teacher. And all of you that I don't mention, I'm thinking of you on your journeys. Embracing co-creation with the universe doesn't mean sleeping with crystals, quitting your day job, and running off to live on a beach. If you want to do those things because that's your journey, fucking do it. Own it. If you want to wear a glitter stripe down your head because that's your journey to step into role of priestess, do it. If you want to go to work and heal animals from a place of deep inner connection, this is why you're here. Co-creating with the universe isn't about being a wild, crazy hippie. It's about being in true, deep alignment with who you are and the gifts that are uniquely yours to share in the way that is uniquely yours to share. We're going to move into ceremony now. Sat on me rattle, as you do. We're going to move into ceremony. Thank you and welcome to the north, the south, the east and the west. The directions that create the container for our manifest world. Thank you and welcome for the elements: fire, earth, water and air. You create us. Thank you and welcome to the loving spirit guides that choose to step into this ceremony today to offer their wisdom and their guidance to each and every one of us. Thank you and welcome to the ancestors, our unique ancestral lines. May we heal what needs to be healed in those lines. And may we be powerfully guided by their wisdom. And finally, thank you and welcome to the star of the show today. The divine, magnificent universe. That which cannot be known in the mind, only experienced within magic. The soul call went out and you answered. Wherever you're at on your journey, know that today we plant a seed. Today we plant a seed to step into that power of magical co-creation with the universe, that she may move through us and use us as divine vessels to express all of her greatness. You came into this body, this ancestral line, this world, to share your unique and magical gifts. By being here today, you are signaling to the universe, fuck yes. Let's do this. Take a moment to let that sink into your cells. Breathe. Anchor that feeling. And then opening the eyes, lying on the back, we're going to do some movement within the container of the ceremony, just to come home to ourselves. To come into the physical body, because we're talking about the unseen realms. We're talking about the infinite capacity of the universe, but the reality is we live in the physical world and we inhabit physical bodies. So hug your knees to your chest and just gently rock from side to side. Good. Now take the arms out to the sides, palms facing up. Take both legs up into the air, straighten the legs, press into the heels, curl the toes back towards you. Oh, the universe is flowing through me today and I'm feeling a little bit feisty. So bring the hands to interlace behind the head. Gently soften the neck. Press the lower back down strongly into the floor and lower right heel. Some of you will take it almost to the floor. I want you to go slow like you're in tar. And as you do it, feel your own blossoming power. Then lift that right leg back up. Press into the heels again. Slowly lower left leg down. Keep pressing lower back down into the floor. Feel your power. Beautiful. Lift left leg up. I want you to do 2 more like that on each side. And as you move, allow the strength of the movement to implant itself in your mind that you are powerful and strong. You're capable of so much more than you're allowing yourself to do. And in this ceremony, we're stepping into that alignment. Oh, yes. Stay strong. Stay with it. Keep going. Last one. And then coming back to center. Take the soles of the feet to the floor, knees bent. Release the arms. Hug the right knee into the chest, straighten the left leg out. You can hover it above the floor or you can have the heel on the floor, your choice. And when you're ready, lift the chest off the floor, hug the nose up towards that right knee. Squeeze. Squeeze your abs. Squeeze the knee into the chest. Keep going. Find your poise and your power. Hold it. Anchor in that power. You got this. Breathe. Breathe. Beautiful. Release the upper back to the floor. Switch legs. Hug the left knee into the chest. Extend the right leg. When you're ready, hug knee to nose, lifting the upper back off the floor. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Embody your power. Good. Keep going and breathing. For 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, release the upper body down. Well done. Hug both knees into the chest now. And your choice, my friends, either roll like a ball or come over onto your side, but make your way up onto all fours. Beautiful. Take the wrists under the shoulders, tuck the toes, and gently rock back and forward. Keep the belly engaged. If you want to start undulating like a wave, you can. And imagine energy coursing through the body. Like everything is vibration. When you get down to the smallest subatomic particles, it's all vibration. So let your body undulate like a wave. Gorgeous. And when you're ready, coming up into downward facing dog. Taking a few breaths in downward dog to ease out the body and enjoy the morning stretch, the morning embodiment. Move in any way that you are intuitively led to do. Again, all of my work, for those of you, a lot of you are on my monthly membership, and all of the work we do ties in together. Because the tantric practices are that's basically where a lot of the new age stuff has got its power from, is the tantric practices. So as you move in downward dog, and do remember you can rest in child's pose when you need to, know that when you enter into the great self, all prayers go on inside of you spontaneously, without ceasing. So as you move, let that prayer of empowered co-creation go on inside of you, spontaneously, without ceasing. Keep the feet hip width apart now. Come up high on the balls of the toes. Bend the knees a lot. And then leap the right foot forward. Beautiful. Stay high on the ball of the back foot. Bend the front knee. And inhale, lift the arms to the sky. Lift that back thigh. Squeeze that back thigh even stronger. Find your strength. Look to the sky like a goddamn goddess and own it. Find your fire and your power. By the way, this is a little sneaky taster of what's to come next month with our yoga, because this is our theme, is I am strong, I am powerful. Lower the back knee almost to the floor. Take the arms behind you. Interlace them. Reach the chest high. Breathe. And then lower the back knee. Take the hands to the floor and come back onto all fours. Rock forwards and back. Allowing that power, that fire, that heat we just built to move around the body. Maybe start to circle the hips and the shoulders now. guys. Coming back into downward facing dog. Come up very high on the balls of the feet. Bend the knees. And then hop left foot forward. Keep back knee lifted. Stay high on the ball of the back foot. Front knee bent deeply. And as you breathe in, gracefully bring the arms to the sky. Find your power. Lift your face with grace. Hey, I'm a poet. And I know it. Oh, I'm making myself wobble by laughing too much. Good. Find that power. Keep going. Make everything alive. Really squeeze that back thigh. Press into the back heel. Sit down a little bit lower. Reach a little bit higher. Oh, yes. Lower back knee almost to the floor, but not quite. Interlace the hands behind you. Hands reach down. Chest reaches up. Keep going, going, going. Beautiful. Hands to the floor. Lower the back knee. Come back onto all fours. And one final time. Circle the hips. Explore the body. Anchor all of that powerful, fiery energy we just created back into yourself. Gorgeous. And now slide the arms down away from you. Keep hips stacked over knees, forehead to the floor or chin to the floor. Just know which is your pose. 3 steady, gentle breaths here. And after your third breath, slide down onto your belly. Elbows bent, forearms on the floor, parallel to one another. Press the forearms into the floor, squeeze the butt. Press the tops of the feet into the floor. This is Sphinx pose, and you can probably tell why. Hold your shape. And know that today's movement practice is not your usual yoga class. We are in ceremony, which means that forces beyond our rational and sensual, as in the senses we have to perceive the world, forces beyond that are at work at the moment. Gorgeous, guys. Take a few more breaths. Keep working in the pose. And then slide the arms forward so that the hands stack one on top of the other. Draw the left knee along the floor up towards your shoulder. Heel can be in towards the groin or out to the side. You find what's comfortable. And then maybe rest your head on your hands or maybe look towards the left. Take a few moments of stillness here to settle. To witness what stirred, was triggered or awakened in you today. It's okay if the words I've said have triggered you. We can talk more about that another time. But it's a good thing. And if they've stirred something inside of you, if something in you went, yes, that's a good thing too. Lengthen out the left leg again and rock the hips from side to side. And now bend the right knee along the floor out towards the side. Turn the head to face towards the right. When you enter into the great self, all prayers go on inside you spontaneously. Our conscious mind is like the tip of an iceberg. Below the tip that we can see, there is so much more happening in the subconscious, the unconscious, and then the deeper realms that we still don't truly understand. Slide the right leg back now, and when you're ready, just roll over to rest on your back. Bend the knees, take the feet as wide as the mat, bring hands to rest on the body and just let the knees gently rock from side to side. And imagine that this rocking motion is just churning the inner landscape, swirling it round, making you physically available for the next part of our ceremony today, where we move into the container of sound. Okay, a few more breaths. Feel yourself start to get heavier on the floor. And then hug the knees into the chest. And two choices here. If you're going to have to get up to go and plug your headphones in, come to a seat now. If you've got your headphones good to go, then stay here and lie down, get cozy and warm. So either coming to sit or staying lying down. If this is your first sound journey with me, know that your body's going to get cold quickly, so you want layers. But before we move, take a moment in stillness to honor the temple of the body. The eyes closed. We've moved for maybe 20 minutes. Just notice how good that feels. The joy of the tantric practices is that your body is not something to be transcended. Your body is a gateway to all of this divinity. Take a moment to be in that vibration of stillness, gratitude and appreciation. Beautiful. I'm going to give you a few moments now to get yourself set up for the next part. So please make sure you're warm. Make sure the room feels as sacred as you need it to, which might mean a candle or anything else. And if you can, the ideal scenario is to have headphones plugged into your device. Bluetooth headphones are good, but not quite as good because you might get clicky sounds. And then the final is obviously to have it just on the loudspeaker on whatever device you're on. But trust that the sound is not as important as the intention. And if you experience any physical reactions, so it's not uncommon for the body to shake during a gong bath. If you experience that, know that that is exactly the process that we're working with. Stepping into that vibrational alignment, because the gong sessions are about release. Releasing what is not in alignment with where we're going. So get yourself warm and cozy now. I'm actually going to switch off the video to increase the sound quality. Get yourself warm and cozy. We're going to move into the next part of our journey today. Start to let the breath really soften. Let go of any need to be a certain way. And surrender yourself to the experience that is yours to have today. Remember, for some of you, you're sowing a seed, and that seed might germinate further down the line. For some of you, that seed is more like a beanstalk right now, and we're giving it fertilizer. We're each on our own journey. Trust that. Trust that you're here for a reason. You can see yourself lying on the floor, safe, cozy and protected. And your soul knows that you came here for exactly this work. Leave your body happily on the floor, completely safe and held and protected. Step up and make your way to your front door. At the front door, reach down, unlock anything that needs to be unlocked. Take hold of the handle. As you open the door, you don't see before you your ordinary waking world. You see an elevator in beautiful, smoky, cloudy effervescence. And you know that when you feel you're ready, when you feel it's time to step over the threshold of your door, you step out into a different dimensional experience within yourself. Somewhere that you've always known was there, but now you feel ready to visit. When you're ready, take a breath and step over the threshold. Up the elevator we go. And it is so beautiful. You feel the air in your hair and on your skin. You feel the warmth and you can't help but beam a smile. You feel like you're coming home and you love it. The clouds part at the top of the escalator and you hop off into the most beautiful meadow. And in this meadow, we all find each other there within our circle. It's like a summer's day as a child. You are so looked after. You feel so safe. Not a care in the world. There's the chatter and the laughter of freedom. And however in your mind you perceive the universe to be, she's there, waiting for all of us. We're laughing and we're smiling and we're joking and we step across in our field of buttercups and butterflies, and we hold hands with the universe as she guides us, and we hold hands with each other. And we play ring-a-ring-a-rosies. We dance. The universe guides us in the game as we're laughing and free and fully accepting of what she has in offer for us. It's playful. It's fun. It's adventurous. It reminds us that we are children of the universe. And that she wants to move through us to embody this sense of joy and play and uniqueness. Imagine yourself skipping around and around and around and around, singing and laughing, the air on your skin, the meadow beneath your feet, soft and squidgy the earth, the ancestors watching us, applauding, so grateful that we're here doing this work and having this fun. And we all fall to the ground, laughing and smiling. Feel yourself on the ground in the meadow. And our beautiful Lady Universe holds us in her arms. Let's do this together. Let's play. In this meadow you rest. In this meadow you are held. In this meadow, whenever you feel you want to powerfully co-create with the universe, you can step into your circle with her and play ring-a-ring-a-rosies, and then lie down on the ground to receive all of the magic that she has in store for you. As you lie, we're going to move into the vibrational sound of the gongs now. My voice, after the silence at the end, will call you round, so there's nothing for you to do. As you lie in the meadow, allow the sound to wash over you and through you, and let any resistance dissolve. Let the sound cleanse you vibrationally at every level from the inside out. you feel different, lighter, more playful. You know that you've moved into a new level of yourself, one that was always meant to be activated right now, today, in this moment. Together we'll make our way back to our physical human bodies. Give your embodiment of the universe a big hug. She's so glad you made contact. And know that you can come back here in your mind any time you want to fill your cup with that sense of empowered co-creation. At the top of the escalator, step on and start to descend down through the clouds as you breathe and feel yourself starting to anchor back down. You're now at your front door. Everything's right where you left it. Take a moment to smile and be grateful in your heart before you step through, when you're ready, through your front door into your house and back into your beautiful body, cozy and warm right where you left it. Now start to come back fully into your body. You can yawn, you can stretch, you can do anything you need to do. Start to ground back down again. And as you start to come round to your normal, or a variation of your normal waking consciousness, because it will take some time to come back down, because you have assimilated energy from a very different frequency to what we experience here normally. So I encourage you today to take some time. If anything profound happened in that journey, journal it, write about it. Don't ever have to show anyone, but don't censor yourself. Write it all down. If you tapped into something that you desire to co-create, write it down. If there were triggers for you, if you found it difficult to connect with what I was saying, write it down. And whether you're here live or you're watching on YouTube later, know that you can get in touch with me and tell me anything that you experienced, no matter how weird it might seem, or anything that triggered you that you might want a little bit of guidance to work through. And as you come back round now, make sure you drink lots and lots of water. Be as gentle with yourself today as you can, and if you can get out in nature, do. For anyone that's watching, if you enjoyed the yoga side of it, you can join me live in my group of badass yogis every week over on my monthly membership. We're going to be working on strength next, always with a tantric feel. I'm going to stop recording now and say thank you so much to everybody that shared that journey with me. Thank you for letting me guide you. Thank you to the ceremonial beings that held space with me. Thank you to the gongs. Thank you to the elements, to the directions, to the spirit guides, to the ancestors. Thank you, universe. Namaste.